Alright everyone, this is going to be my last video until after the new year. I'm going to take some time off, obviously, and just enjoy myself just the next few days, because it's been a rough month, probably a month, or rough couple of months for me. So I'm just going to take it easy, because the student loan fiasco, the fact that I live in such a dump, and just the terrible year, and then the Steelers just disappointing me time and time again, and of course, hockey season out. It's just been a wreck. So I'm taking a few days off, and then after the new year, then I will upload some more DVEs for you. I have more DVEs coming, so there's going to be a lot of funny jokes coming your way, especially since Pittsburgh will probably be out after this tomorrow's game, and and of course with the hockey, it's going to be another canceled year. So it's just, so there won't be anything to talk about until baseball, and of course baseball, I'm not a big fan of the Pirates. I like the Atlanta Braves, actually, but the Pirates always suck. So, and we can thank Sid Bream for that. Sid Bream was safe, and he sent the Pirates in a downward spiral. So the curse of Sid Bream is what I say, and the curse of Sid Bream is alive and well after 20 seasons of losing seasons. Can you believe that? So it's just terrible all the way around. But anyway, I will talk about this game and kind of what went wrong for the Steelers this year, and everything like that. Tomorrow they play Cincinnati at home. It's basically an elimination game. Pretty much from here on out, it's an elimination game. They're going to have to win. If they want a championship, they'd have to win through February. And I definitely do not see that happening, and I don't see them winning again against Cincinnati either. I see them losing, and then maybe beating Cleveland week 17 when it won't matter to either squad. And then maybe Pittsburgh will try to go on a positive note and try to at least salvage a 500 season. But bottom line is they're not going to win tomorrow, and it's because discipline and leadership continue to be a problem. It's not the injuries like the PR Pittsburgh media says, just spitting out their talking points, trying to PR the status quo in our front office, which I think needs to be completely changed up. I'll get to that in a minute, but yeah, it's pretty ridiculous right now. So just a complete collapse. I'll get down in a minute, but first, tomorrow it's a special day for Pittsburgh fans and Steeler fans out there. Tomorrow is the 40th anniversary of a particular moment in Pittsburgh sports history. I'm going to show you that moment right now. 40th anniversary. This was considered a Christmas miracle at the time, according to the NBC announcer. But now we like to call it something else. So I'm going to show you that play in the full 1 minute clip, the play, and then the highlight. This is the play that put the Steelers on the map. So here you go, everyone. 40th anniversary tomorrow. Here's the play.
Last chance for the Steelers. Bradshaw trying to get away, and his pass is broken up by Tatum. Tipped off. Franco Harris has it. And he's over. What? Franco Harris grabbed the ball on a deflection. 5 seconds to go. He grabbed it with 5 seconds to go and scored. When you talk about Christmas miracles, here's a miracle of all miracles. Watch this one now. Bradshaw's lucky to even get rid of the ball. He shoots it out. Jack Tatum deflects it right into the hands of Harris. And he sets off, and the big 230-pound rookie slipped away from Warren and scored.
like I said, it was quite a play. I wasn't alive at the time, but thankfully YouTube is out there that I could take that clip from, and I just basically downloaded it from Real Player and then converted it to the Windows Media file, and then I used my Windows Media video player to video editor to fit that clip into this video. But basically, yeah, I mean it has been just a disastrous season for Pittsburgh, considering. Okay, now you start out struggling. Yep, you lose a couple of games. You lose to Denver. That's a tough game. They lost somewhere else. I can't remember. I think they lost to Oakland, which was a bad loss. Then they got on a roll. They started to win. They beat the Bengals. That turned their season around a little bit. Then they had the Redskins. They beat them. Then they went to the football Giants and beat them. So they started to get on a roll. You started to see, hey, maybe this team's starting to click. It's starting to get its act together. But then Ben goes out. The special teams gives up a punt return for a touchdown, which sealed the game, which they could have won against Baltimore, and then they lost to the Cleveland Browns the next week, which was another bad loss. Then you get back going. Then you go to Baltimore and you make me sing the Steeler polka because I said there was no chance in hell they would win. Then they beat them, so it looked like, okay, maybe they're turning it around again. Maybe they're getting this a wild card. But then they lose again to San Diego, and then that pretty much did their season. And that pretty much toasted their season in the toaster. It cooked them, it baked them, and now the Steelers are done. Now they're looking at an elimination game, which they will not win. There is no way in hell they're going to win, and then it's going to be a 8-8 season at best, and at worst it could be 7-9. I say it could be 7-9, just the way they're playing. It just seems like they have no leadership and discipline. Like I said in the last few videos, they just can't get their acts together, and for whatever reason, I don't know. I think it's just ineptitude with the coaching staff and the front office. I think it is just that simple. A lot of people want to point to, they want to point to injuries. Like I said, the PR, the PR spit machine of the Pittsburgh media, that's PR and Kevin Colbert and Art Rooney II. They want you to believe it's injuries. They make excuses. They make excuses that it's injuries. But the bottom line is, we had opportunities to win games, okay? We don't lose. I mean, even with the injuries we had, we don't lose to Cleveland. We don't lose to San Diego. We don't blow the game at Dallas. Antonio Brown fumbling the football. Okay, that to me is leadership and a lack of discipline, because disciplined teams are ready to play 16 games. Okay, you only get 16 games a year minus the playoffs. Okay. So therefore, I find it hard to believe that you find 4 games against lesser opponents that you can't motivate yourselves to play. To me, that shows me that you don't got any leadership. Okay, that is just it is just that simple. You don't got leadership and discipline, and actually that's more or less discipline. But the leadership motivates you and disciplines you. So they both tie together just like that. They both smack right into each other, and they don't got either. And I don't think Tomlin's a leader. I don't think Art Rooney II's a leader. I don't think Kevin Colbert's a leader, and that's especially what I'm talking about, is that there is no coaching and front office leadership. That's what I mean when I say there's no leadership. Okay, if anyone thinks Art Rooney II is a leader, you're an asshole. You're a dumbass. Okay, that's pretty much it. Okay, if you think Kevin Colbert's a leader, same deal. You're a dumbass. Okay, if you think Mike Tomlin's a leader, you're a dumbass. Okay, he has shown himself to be inept all year, and like I said, they better get their acts together. And now, Pro Football Talk reported that Mike Tomlin might be on the hot seat soon because the fans are getting restless. And you know what? I'm hearing it all over. My father down at work, the people who do like football, they're saying that Mike Tomlin should be fired right now. Okay, you should fire him at the end of the season and start fresh. That's what they're saying. And yes, this is after one bad year. Okay, but this was following a year where you go 12-4 and you lose a game you're expected to win to Tim Tebow, where mental toughness lacked, and it's lacking again this year. Okay, so yeah, there's going to be a lot of calls, and I've seen it on Facebook. Okay, I have a Facebook profile too. Feel free to add me if you want. But the bottom line is, I'm seeing the same thing on Facebook. People want Mike Tomlin fired. They don't want him to come back. They don't want Todd Haley to come back. Okay, they think Dick LeBeau's past his prime. I add that Kevin Colbert should be fired, because you look at what he's gotten you. I mean, you have Ziggy Hood, who's done nothing. You have Cameron Haywood, who's done nothing. You have who else is there? Antonio Brown has done nothing this year except fumble the football. Mike Wallace has dropped a bunch of passes. Rashard Mendenhall has done nothing. These are all people that Kevin Colbert drafted recently. Okay, these are people he's gotten recently. He has done a poor job recently. And the previous few years, I've been crying and crying and crying for Colbert to draft someone on the offensive line, to get someone on the offensive line, and he's done absolutely nothing until this year about it. And then last year, I said, cornerback, 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 and then he drafts the offensive line when we've already been suffering for a few years. So it seems like he's like 3 to 5 years behind the curve. And that just ain't going to get it done. He needs to go. He needs to get the hell out of here, because he is doing nothing. Okay, we need a new general manager. I don't know who you get. Maybe you get Bill Cowher. Maybe Bill Cowher should be in the general manager chair. And he can make the personnel moves, because obviously he's done a little bit better at that. Okay, the only mistake he's made is with Cordell. I think he just mismanaged Cordell, but I think Cordell would have been better if he wasn't mismanaged by Cowher. But otherwise, Cowher's done fine, okay, through his tenure here. I think we need to bring him back for that GM spot. Okay, and get rid of Colbert, because he's done nothing for you. Okay, he has done nothing for us recently. He has bungled and messed up, and it's time for him to go. Okay, it is just that simple. Okay, so that's what we're going to have to do. And I will talk about my plan a little bit more when we get into the off-season. I will have an off-season video right after Week 17, because the Steelers aren't going to win. They're not going to beat Cincinnati. I am shocked to hell that so many people are picking the Steelers. On ESPN, 13 of the 14 experts pick Pittsburgh. And that's just remarkable. Who in the hell are these people? Why are they picking the Steelers? Why is anyone picking the Steelers? They're pretty much toast. Okay, this team is toast. And we need to get behind that idea, because it's just not going to happen. So, like I said, it's just a very disappointing year, and it's going to be even more disappointing that we are going to go out of the playoffs on the day of the Immaculate Reception, which started an incredible history, an incredible franchise, and created probably some of the best sports in the NFL. It's sad. It really is sad. Okay, we lose to some of our biggest rivalries this year. You lose to bad teams this year, and then you're going to lose on the day to a divisional rivalry who has never had any success against you. You're going to lose to a divisional rivalry on the 40th anniversary to the day of the Immaculate Reception. It just fucking sucks. And it's painful as a Steeler fan to watch, but hopefully this will bring changes. If it brings changes, then that's the positive we can look into this season, that it's brought changes to this team. And good changes, not negative changes, but good changes that actually get this team back on track. So that is it for now. I am done for now. I hope all of you have a Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, hope you had a Happy Hanukkah if you're Jewish. If you're not, Happy Holidays. If you're agnostic, atheist, and of course have a Happy New Year. I'm sure everyone celebrates the New Year. So have a Happy New Year, and hopefully 2013 will be a lot better for me than 2012 was. 2012 just sucked, and I'm ready to get it past me. So hopefully 2013 is the new turning point. I'm going to try to make it that way. But for now, that is it, everyone. Have have a great holiday. It's nice. Thank you so much for subscribing to me. And you're just all awesome. All of you, from my DVE comedy fans to the people who like hearing me rant about sports. You're all amazing people. I like every single one of you. So just thank you very much, everyone. That is it for now. Have a nice holiday.